Transparency. So, my personal vision. I'm doing this because I believe that transparency is very important. I'm gonna be as honest as possible with you guys. Today's video is as raw, it's super raw, no script, no music, and let's just talk about my vision for the future, who I'm voting for, and this entire series and everything. Let's do it. So I have some talking points. It's not really a script though. So at the moment, as of today is November 5th, I think, 2016. I'm undecided on who I'm voting for. I think I might be voting third party. However, the problem is that I know nothing about the third party candidates at the moment. So there's a chance I might be voting Hillary Clinton. But before we get more into that, let's talk about what I want, right? I did a whole series about what do you want. Let's talk about what do I want. So what I want, my vision for the future. I want to, everything that encapsulates us moving forward as a species, that is what I want. So I want to advance space, our space programs more. I want to increase education, maybe even like a whole educational reform, maybe, I don't know. I want to invest more in energy. It doesn't have to be renewable energies, but I want us to decrease our CO2 emissions. That's what I want. So whatever energy that requires, it doesn't have to be renewable. Again, I don't know everything about CO2 emissions energy alternatives yet, but I know that renewables is a big one that I definitely would endorse. What I want is, it's not a want, but I would love this if we invested more in our infrastructure here in the United States. There's a lot of things that are kind of outdated, or if they're not outdated, they've been a problem for many, many years, and we haven't came up with any solutions. For example, traffic. Right. Currently in some places, I know here in California, you can sit in traffic for an hour or two. And the solutions, I know they exist out there. It's just that we aren't pursuing those solutions to fix things like traffic. And, the list goes on to a bunch of different infrastructure that we can improve. I would love that, but I know that requests like that is something that's super low on the budget poll. So, but I would love that. If we can somehow get to that point, I'd love that. Another thing that I want, peace. I really want peace with all nations in the world. I know that it sounds good on paper, but it's a little harder to achieve than just saying I want peace. But definitely peace in the Middle East, peace, with Russia, even North Korea. Like I would love to get peace with them because we're all humans on the same planet. We need to be focusing on making this planet, which is our real home. Our home isn't continents or states or cities. Our home is this planet, this vessel. And peace is definitely something that I want. I want women to have the rights to do whatever they want with their bodies. I don't see why they shouldn't have the rights to do. Like, I know the whole abortion thing it's a very touchy topic. It's very sentimental topic because death, you're killing a baby and all this other stuff, but at the same time I think that there's a lot that goes into it. I think it's beyond the scope for this video, but ultimately I do want women to be able to choose if they want to have this kid or not, because in some cases people just they're just not ready for that in many different ways. Like the life that they could be able to give their child may not be what they could give them at that point. It's a very touchy topic. However, I don't think that it's right to tell someone that they can't make such a decision, especially as hard as that probably is. But I think that they should have the right to do whatever they want legally with their bodies. Another thing that I want is I want anyone of any alignment, sexual alignment, to marry whoever they want. It's crazy to me that we live in America, land of the free, the United States rather. We're fighting against the right to marry whoever you want, but it's like land of the free is in our tagline, it's in our slogan. So why are you fighting to take away freedoms? I don't that point. I don't understand. I don't understand the opposite position whatsoever. The common thing is that it's disgusting, But it's like, that's your opinion, man. I don't know. That's what I want that, though. I want to undergo some law enforcement reform. In the past few years, things have been looking pretty bad. I don't know, a popular argument is that because of the increase of social media, it's now being brought to light more often. I don't know. I just know that it is really bad these days. And, I take that back. I don't know. I think that I just know that I want some law enforcement reform some way, somehow. That's something I haven't fully thought about. So I'm gonna recant some of the stuff that I said and just say hold off, because I don't really know what I want there. I for sure want law enforcement. That's not a question. I'm not running around saying like F the police and all this and that, because law enforcement is very important. However, I think that I think we need to change some stuff up. I just don't know what yet. So disregard that for now. I really want the United States military to calm down with a lot of stuff that we're doing overseas. And, there are a lot of endeavors and things that we do overseas, and we the people don't even know. And it's difficult for us to know because politicians, they'll lie to us about some of the stuff they're doing overseas, be it for political reasons or be it for humanitarian reasons. And that really bothers me. That is probably one of the biggest things for my wants is I want our military to calm down. Like take a chill pill, take a back seat, calm down. Yeah, it's a pretty effed up situation. And there's a lot of history that goes into this topic. There's a lot of different variables on the micro and macro level. Yeah, I really want that. But out of all those wants, I think that the one that carries the biggest weight is peace. I think I want peace. Maybe the want for peace in the military to calm down is kind of the same, maybe, but those probably hold the most weight of them all. For that same exact reason is why I don't know if I can vote for Hillary Clinton. My wants align with her wants on a national level. Like everything that she wants for our nation inside, perfect. It's spot on, almost, just about spot on. Obviously, there's a few things that I disagree with her on the nation front, but her foreign wants are like almost polar opposite to my foreign wants. Some of the stuff she wants is very scary, and that's probably why I can't vote for her. Yeah, and as I said, I think that the biggest weight of them all is my want for peace and my want for our military to chill out. Yeah, it's a very deep topic with lots of variables and whatnot, and it's interesting beyond the scope of this video. But that's something that I would encourage you to look into if you are not sure what I'm talking about. But make sure that you find sources that aren't biased, which was the hardest thing with creating this series, was doing the research. 9 times out of 10, when you find some sort of source or something, or you find some sort of article rather, there will be either one of two approaches that you'll find. It'll either be someone that's pro this person or anti this person. It was really hard to find that middle ground. And oftentimes I had to extract what was actual like facts and what was actual just like, ad hominem attacks or just like trying to slander or discredit this person. Fun times. To address all the people that watch my show and are fans of Donald Trump or voting for him, listen, this is what you really need to understand. If you're voting for Donald Trump, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate Donald Trump even. All that means is that you and I and him and whoever else, we all have different life experiences. We have all experienced different things growing up to the point that we're at now. Which has crafted a different worldview. We view the world differently. And there's nothing wrong with that, I believe. I truly do believe that there's nothing wrong with that. It's just some of the stuff that he has said and done, I just can't endorse. As I said, what I want is to progress forward as a species. And his stance on abortion, I feel like that's going backwards. His stance on gay marriage, I feel like it's going backwards. He doesn't really have a strong stance on space, but his kind of like, whatever space, that's to me is going backwards. I really do. I like a lot of what he says about foreign policy. Like, I think that his wants with foreign policy is more aligned with my wants in opposition to Hillary Clinton. However, I don't know if that's enough for me to vote for him. And not to mention, speaking on what I was talking about on part 4 of Before You Vote is the whole weights of everything, right? And one of the biggest weights that is going into making my decision is how likely is this want? How likely is this promise to happen? How much do I believe that they can deliver on this? And Hillary Clinton, at least on her, I'll say her entire wants, they're pretty possible from the research that I found, just because she's been in the Obama administration, so pretty much everything's already set up for her. All she has to do is move in and just move a couple things around the room, and she can make a lot of that stuff happen, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, as I said, with their foreign policy wants. And Trump, he wants to change a lot of traditions, which is one of the reasons why I like him. As stated in part 2, that's what I give him credit for. He's something different. I believe that the whole money in politics is a huge issue, and we really need to, as a nation, start working on getting money out of politics, because money should not be in politics, period. Though nature might always try and ordain that, I think that, I don't know, maybe it's impossible. Maybe that's just the way that nature has things set up. But I think that if we can make some efforts to get money out of politics, we definitely should, because there's no reason that our government should be able to be bought as it has been over the last however many years. But as I was saying, so yeah, I really respect Donald Trump for being something different. I really just wish that it was Donald Trump versus Bernie Sanders. That would have been a historical election race, in my opinion. Because think about it, right? If it was Donald Trump versus Bernie Sanders, check out these key words that Trump would have never been able to say. I have them listed somewhere on the screen because I'm probably going to look up a couple more, but he would never been able to say emails. He would never been able to say corrupt. He would never been able to say scandal. None of those keywords that he used for Hillary Clinton over and over and over. He would have to come up with a new batch of stuff. It would have been a lot more exciting, I think. Dude, something different almost happened this year. Yeah, I think that's it for my vision. I hope that you know what my vision is for the future and why I might be voting Hillary Clinton. When I'm done weighing everything, I feel like I don't know if I can trust her. And I don't know if, I think that her foreign policy wants are probably way too overboard for me. I want peace, man. I want peace. But anyways, that's currently where I'm at. My next step is to look into the third-party candidates to see what they're talking about. It's just I haven't had much time working on this series. I'm so tired. I can't wait to sleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this series for what it was. I hope it helped you out in some sort of way. And guys, let's talk more politics. Let's break this whole don't talk politics thing that we have, this stigma. As I said, it's really difficult to calculate the weights of your wants with others' wants and all the wants and all that stuff. But the more that we talk about politics, the easier it becomes. Plain and simple. So let's break this stigma. Let's get our country back. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm getting old. So yeah, guys, that is where I stand. That is my vision for the future. Any candidate that is aligned with my wants, they have a better chance of getting my vote. And follow me on Twitter. If you want to come call me a shrill for possibly voting for Hillary, I welcome it. Come on, come follow me on Twitter at Steph Stuff. We can converse about politics. We can converse about space. We can converse about anything under the moon. I am down to converse with you guys. Just know that I don't hate you if you're voting for Trump. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series. Regular videos are back next week. Time for bed.